Yo, what's up guys? Real quick before the video actually starts, I just want to give a huge shout out to my boy Hugo. Jamvad was busy this week, and I still wanted to build with a friend because it's a lot more fun to build with somebody than to build on your own. I feel like two heads are better than one. And yeah, so I hit up my boy Hugo. He's a fantastic builder in black and white as well as X and Y/ORAS. And we sat down, built this team. It was really fun. And yeah, so shout outs to him. Stay tuned for the entire video. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Yo, what's up guys? Got pokeaim here, and today we are back with my week 16 preparation video for the UCL. This time we are facing off against Twit and the Grand Canyon Greninjas. I of course am coach of the Bronx Beartics. Now if you are new to my videos or even my team preparation videos, basically I try to create a team of 6 that can take on any combination of 12. No, not any combination of 12. That'd be ridiculously broken if he could bring 12 Pokemon versus me. No, any combination of 6 that my opponent wants to bring. So if he wants to bring Rotom, Altaria, Alakazam, Nidoking, Mandibuzz, Ursaring, my team of 6 can take that on. If he brings Scarfargus, Buffalon, Hariyama, Alakazam, Nidoking, Mandibuzz, Mega Altaria, and that might have been 7 Pokemon. I don't even know. I'm actually kind of tired right now. But I think that was 6 Pokemon. But basically my team could take on any combination of 6. Now, the reason I do that is because it would suck if I over prep, or if I prep for 11 out of 12 Pokemon and that 12 Pokemon just so happens to bring Ursaring. He brings that Ursaring and it bodies me because of my poor team preparation, or my poor prep in general. So that's why I always try to build a team of 6 that has some way of taking on any combination of 6 that my opponent could bring. I feel that in these battles, especially in the league, where you can straight up counter team your opponent and you see what they can bring no matter what. Like he sees what 12 I could potentially bring, and I see what 12 he can bring, or what 6 out of 12 rather. I think you should definitely prep for any combination of that, because you don't want to lose something like that. I feel like team prep is like half the battle, honestly. Going into battle with a well-prepped team, I feel, is half the battle. Obviously it's also playing and, you know, Pokemon luck and all that stuff, but I really feel that's necessary. But this week's team, when I see his team, I see that he can straight up lose to defensive Combine Greninjas. Honestly, he has 2 Pokemon, or 3, that can stop it or that can stop it or resist or take on my Psychic Stab. That would be Mandibuzz, his Dark type, and Empoleon, which can take attacks, but not really, because if I boost up enough, Empoleon can't really stop me. And then a Scavalier. Now, when I saw this, especially because I saw that, wow, I can use, I really wanted to build around Greninjas because, one, Magic Guard, I don't really care about any status, Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Waves, Toxics, whatever he wants to throw out. And 2, I saw that this would just be nice in general because it allows me to take hits from Nidoking after boosting, Rotom Wash. It gives me a nice solid switch into Rotom Wash, and it's just a nice mon in general to bring versus his team. Now, the set I decided to bring was Combine, Psychic Recover, and Thunder. Now, the reason I brought Thunder is because it hits the 2 Pokemon that can stop me, bar Escavalier, which would be Empoleon and Mandibuzz. Though, like I said, Empoleon cannot beat me unless it somehow boosts alongside me. Maybe if it's an SD variant, which I will keep in mind, or otherwise it's not going to beat me with a special set unless it crits me. But basically, +1 Thunder to Mandibuzz knocks it out after rocks, and the best Mandibuzz, the only thing Mandibuzz can really do to me is knock me off, which I can recover off the damage, and then knockoff will do slightly less, or Foul Play with 0 and Bold Nature, 0 attack IVs and Bold Nature. Foul Play only does like 23 to 27%. Yep, I already calculated it right here. Foul Play only does 23 to 27%, because Foul Play goes off of my attack. So the lower it is, the easier it is for me to take on Mandibuzz's attacks. Now, this is nice as it gives me a nice pivot for Rotom. As you can see, I do have Amoonguss on the team, but I'll go over that as we go. It gives me a nice pivot. I basically take on Mandibuzz. I guess if it has Taunt, it could be annoying, but then again, Thunder does have that 30% chance to paralyze, and you know, that's kind of like Scald. Of course, it also has a 30% chance to miss, but I felt like it would definitely be necessary, especially if it does land. And it doesn't matter if I miss a couple, as long as I don't miss every single one and get crit 4 times in a row, but that would suck if that actually happened. But basically, this allows me to take on 11 out of like 12 of my opponent's team, which is the Escavalier. Now, because Escavalier is the biggest threat to my to my runic was actually Escavalier is just a big threat in general to my team. I had nothing that really wants to switch into a choice banded set. I decided that I would bring Heat Wave on my Big Bird, my Tornadus T. Now I have knockoff, Heat Wave, U-turn, and Hurricane. Max speed because I need that at level 50 in order to outspeed Alakazam by 1 point. U-turn just gives me switch advantage versus his team, and basically Heat Wave with the 12 special attack investment does like 95 to 116 to Escavalier. So no matter what the variant, obviously Assault Vest would take it, but if it's choice banded to do that, just basically if he's running max HP. So what I can do is lead off with Tornadus. If he leads off with Escavalier, go for knockoff, getting rid of either his Assault Vest or his choice band, meaning that he'll be doing the same damage that turn, and then knock him out with Heat Wave, permitting that I do hit. I do have a few inaccurate moves on this set, being Heat Wave and Hurricane. Hurricane just being nice stab in general, being able to do over half to Nidoking, knocking out Emboar, smacking Hariyama, things like that. Also getting that nice confusion, 30% chance to confuse. I do apologize if you hear anything in the background. There's nothing I could do about that. But basically, Tornadus is nice versus his team in general. Also, with max HP, I can take any hit from Nidoking, whether it be a special variant with Life Orb or a physical variant with Life Orb, though physical would be a lot more threatening, or even a Choice Scarf variant, which is something I could very well see versus my team. But if it is a Choice Scarf variant, I can go for knockoff turn 1. Let's say he leads off with it, Ice Punches me. Because of sheer force, he wouldn't be able to freeze me. I can go for knockoff, getting rid of his item, and also weakening him as a Pokemon, and also just chopping down his speed. So Tornadus is just a nice Pokemon in general. Now, when I saw his team, I saw that Manaphy, Captain, I'm going to call it Captain because you guys have been saying Captain sounds better than Mascot. I think it definitely does. Captain of the Bronx Beartics, Manaphy, my first pick. Tail Glow variant can just sweep his entire team. Like Energy Ball, Ice Beam, Surf, Ice Beam. This can take some hits, but it can't really do much back. Maybe Toxic or Knockoff. Surf. So basically, Tail Glow Manaphy has a nice chance of sweeping his team. As you can tell by my EV spread, I am not running max special attack, nor am I running max speed. I'm running Modest Nature with 244 speed investment. That way I do outspeed the fastest Pokemon on his team that I could outspeed, meaning Nidoking. I couldn't outspeed Alakazam no matter what I did, unless I gave myself a Choice Scarf. So with this spread, I do outspeed his entire team bar Alakazam, and unless he runs some Choice Scarf users, obviously. But Manaphy is just there as it will be able to break his entire team. I have enough special attack investment, that way after at +3 after Stealth Rock, I can OHKO Buffalont, I can OHKO Escavalier. Obviously, if it's an Assault Vest variant, it can live. But then again, that's why I put the rest in HP, that way I can take those hits. For example, if Altaria is out and I have Manaphy out, I can Tail Glow up, because even if he Dragon Dances up, or maybe if he hits me with a special Hyper Voice, who knows? This will allow me to take the +1 return or the Hyper Voice, and then I can knock him out with Ice Beam after, also outspeeding Altaria in the process, assuming it's not Dragon Dance boosted. But if it is a special set or even max speed hasn't boosted, I will be able to outspeed it. But basically, I think this is the best variant of Manaphy I could bring. I knock out Rotom at +3. I outspeed Nidoking, knock it out with a neutral Surf. Buffalont, like I said, gets OHKO'd after Stealth Rock. And when I mean that the minimum I can do is exactly 88%. Stealth Rock does 88%. Something like that. But yeah, that's the minimum I can do, 88%. And I can knock it out after Stealth Rock 100%. So. Of course, you don't want to play around with rolls on this, which is why I try to limit the rolls by calcing and figuring out how much I need in order to knock it out. So this is a spread that I have. It deals with his entire team, and it's bulky in general. Manaphy has base 100 stats all across the board, so it's already a bulky Pokemon in general. So the next Pokemon is my 83%, my Amoonguss. Now, he does have Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria is a huge threat to my team. I do have Weavile and a few Pokemon that could stop it, but I really wanted to bring Amoonguss because Amoonguss hard walls Rotom. It basically takes on Altaria, and that's what I wanted it to do. Those are the two things I wanted it to do. It also can take on Hariyama, but then again, so can Hard Body. But the Amoonguss I'm bringing is Spore, Clear Smog, Hidden Power Fire, and Sludge Bomb. As you can see, I'm not bringing Giga Drain. The reason being is he does have a Buffalon on his team. Buffalon does have Sap Sipper or access to Sap Sipper. I don't want to go for Giga Drain and give that boost upon switching. Plus, Giga Drain does nothing versus his team, bar hitting Rotom Wash and Empoleon. Besides that, I'm better off with Spore plus Sludge Bomb. Even Cofagrigus, I do have Clear Smog for, so if it wants the Nasty Plot or Calm Mind up, I can Clear Smog it. My investment is enough to take a Choice Banded hit, a Choice Banded Mega Horn. It only does 99% max, so if we're in, I can live it. If we're in at full, and I can 2-hit KO him with the HP Fire. I do outspeed Escavalier, though if he is running the speedy set, which one hits like 51 speed, it would hit like 51 speed. Then of course it would outspeed me. But I do outspeed Escavalier by 10 points unless he is running speed on it. Hidden Power Fires just for that Escavalier, just because it is a big threat to my team. And Clear Smog allows me to take on Altaria, stop it from boosting, and also my special defense investment is enough. That way I can live not only Stealth Rock and not only a Hyper Voice switch in from special Altaria, but also a max special attack Fire Blast after that and do a Sludge Bomb. Of course, if I see that knowledge, I can switch accordingly. If he is Dragon Dance, I am not 2-hit KO'd by +1 return or +1 Earthquake at all after Black Sludge. I don't even think before Black Sludge I'm 2-hit KO'd, but don't quote me on that. But after Stealth Rock and after Black Sludge, I'm pretty sure I'm not 2-hit KO'd. And Clear Smog, of course, getting rid of his boost. It also, you know, clears the boost from Cofagrigus. If he has Last Mon Alakazam and he has like a Salac Berry and he's like a Combine, I don't even know. Stuff like that, basically. Clear Smog is nice. Of course, not being able to hit Empoleon could be problematic. Who knows, though? But 83% can definitely put in some work versus a team. And like I said, I do have HP Fire because I want to be able to 2-hit KO Choice Banded Escavalier. And again, my team is made so he cannot set up and sweep me with the Pokemon that I feel are threats, which is why I'm bringing for Clear Smog. I almost said Smorgan. Clear Smog, HP Fire, and Sludge Bomb. And of course, I'll be able to see from the damage what type of variant he is. Spore is good, even though he does have Mandibuzz and Escavalier with Overcoat. Spore is still good because I can put everything else to sleep. Bar Buffalon, of course, also that having, again, I'm sorry if you hear things in the background. I can't do anything about that. People are home. But I can put everything to sleep. Bar Mandibuzz because of Overcoat, Escavalier because of Overcoat, and Buffalon because of Sap Sipper, which I'm pretty sure he's bringing versus me. But again, I can hit them hard with the Sludge Bomb, and Foul Play was also an option, but it does crap to Altaria. I guess it would do a decent amount to Escavalier, but besides that, it really did not do much versus his team. And this set allows me to, if he tries to Dragon Dance up, Clear Smog, get rid of the stats, then Weave Out, or Manaphy can Revenge Kill. If he is the special variant, Sludge Bomb does like 60%, so it's doing a hell of a lot to him. Sludge Bomb is also nice because if he tries to bring out Mandibuzz, I can fire off a Sludge Bomb and potentially get that 30% chance to poison him. Same thing as Scald. And honestly, Mandibuzz, what does it do to me? Knock off? I guess if he runs Brave Bird, that wouldn't even be an issue. But Rotom, Amoonguss is one of my other Pokemon that can switch in on Rotom. Probably one of the better switch-ins. It also, I'm not scared if he has like Choice Scarf Trick Rotom for my Greninjas. Honestly, I feel like versus my team, he should definitely bring Escavalier, Altaria, Buffalon, things like that, because that just takes on my Greninjas, which is why I want to bring this for the Altaria. Now, my next Pokemon on my team is my Jambaz. This time we are running a Focus Sash variant just because he only has 2 potential Stealth Rockers on his team. That's Empoleon and Nidoking. And if he wants to defog, that is fine. I don't rely solely on the Focus Sash. Dugtrio actually outspeeds Choice Scarf Emboar, which is really, really nice if I'm not mistaken. No, it actually doesn't. It doesn't. I am mistaken. But if he is Choice Scarf, though, it does not outspeed Choice Scarf. But basically, Emboar is such a big threat versus my team that I need to trap it. I need to trap it. Now, I have Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Memento. Memento would help me set up a Tail Glow with Manaphy or a Calm Mind Greninjas to win the game, something like that. And as you see by my last move, I have Sub. Now, the reason I have Sub is if I sack something to Emboar, which I can pretty much see myself doing, in order to get Dugtrio in the trap because Emboar is that much of a threat. If he's a Life Orb variant and he has Sucker Punch can do a hell of a lot to me. So it can even knock me out depending on how much damage I have or have taken. Well, let me actually RU Mixed Attacker Dugtrio, show you guys the calc. That is yeah, as you can see, it does over half to me. It doesn't even need investment for it. It knocks me out. He doesn't even need investment for it to knock me out. It's freaking Emboar. So if I see Life Orb on him, either way, my best bet versus Emboar, depending on how much damage he does, is to go for Sub. Because if I see Life Orb, I can dodge a Sucker Punch, knock him out with Earthquake. If he goes for Flare Blitz again, then he probably doesn't have Sucker Punch, and I can knock him out with Earthquake after that. Or if he goes for Sucker Punch, I can actually in turn set up my Stealth Rock first and then go for Memento and then try and set up with my Manaphy from there if it can sweep the team. I ran max speed because I can speed tie with Alakazam if necessary. The rest is going into attack and then 4 HP. It doesn't really make a difference at all. And the last Pokemon on my team is my Weavile. Now this Weavile can put in a lot of work versus my opponent's team. He does not have a solid switch in. Knockoff, Icicle Crash, knockoff, I do outspeed Alakazam, Icicle Crash or Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, knockoff slash low kick. Emboar is his best switch into this monster, honestly. I guess Hariyama as well because it does resist dark, and if it has thick fat, it can resist ice. But basically, I'm just running an offensive Weavile. I do have Pickpocket just in case he wants to knock me off with his Mandibuzz, because in turn, if he knocks off my item, I can steal his leftovers, or Rocky Helmet, or whatever it is. So it's pretty cool. First time I'm running Pickpocket in this league. Not that I don't really depend on that, I don't really care, but it's still pretty cool. I decided on Low Kick over Pursuit because I don't really care much about Alakazam. I have Duck Show to Speed Tie, I have this to outspeed it, I have this to outspeed it, I have this to boost it. Manaphy takes a hit. I'm pretty sure even Amoonguss can take a hit unless he's Life Orb. So don't care too much about Alakazam to Pursuit Trap it. Low Kick does about 70% to Buffalon, which is a threat. So if I get even an Ice Shard off plus Stealth Rock, I can knock him out with Low Kick. Low Kick does a hell of a lot to Empoleon, about the exact same damage. Empoleon cannot switch into Stealth Rock, Ice Crash, and Low Kick. And those are the two Pokemon basically hits. It also hits Ursaring. Ursaring, if it does get the Quick Feet boost, it only hits 344 speed, if I'm not mistaken, which would be at level 100. So Weavile already outspeeds it, Dugtrio outspeeds it, Tornadus outspeeds it. And, you know, Pokemon can take hits, so those are definitely threats, but I do have checks for the majority of his team. Ice Shard, of course, for Altaria. If I Clear Smog it and he Dragon Dance up, I can then sack my Amoonguss or Clear Smog slash Sludge Bomb. Of course, if the Dragon Dance variant, after I Clear Smog, he can't do crap to me anyway. I can knock him out with Amoonguss or Revenge Kill him with my Weavile. So that is actually this week's team for week 6 of the UCL versus Twit. I'm looking forward to this battle. Honestly, I only needed enough speed for Alakazam. That's his fastest Pokemon, bar any Scarfer. So the rest was just put into Spadef. Maybe if I want to take a last-ditch effort Scald from Empoleon or something like that without getting burnt or something. I don't know, take it better. Or even Rotom's Hydro Pump if necessary. But that's basically the team for this week. I hope you guys, you know, are rooting for the Bronx Beartics and enjoyed. The battle will be up tomorrow, which will be Saturday. I have not played him yet. Today is actually Tuesday while I'm recording. I'm playing him Thursday, but this goes up Friday, so the battle will be up Saturday. So hope you guys are hyped for it. Leave a like if you enjoy. You know, subscribe if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. So until next time, guys, later. And I'm having trouble clicking stop recording, so we're gonna do that again. Until next time, guys. First try. Editing skills. Just kidding. There's no editing going on. But yeah, later, guys.